Hey everyone. So let's talk about data. Does it ever feel like your organization's data is more of a tangled mess than a real strategic asset? Well, if it does, you are definitely not alone. Today, we're going to look at a blueprint, a framework that's designed to bring some serious order to that chaos and, more importantly, unlock the real value of your data. And this is the question, isn't it? It's something every single leader should be asking. Because let's be honest, for a lot of companies, data feels like a liability. It's stuck in silos, it's inconsistent, it's just plain hard to trust. And all of that creates these hidden costs that are quietly dragging the entire business down. I love this concept right here, the bad data tax. It's such a perfect way to describe it. It's this cost you're never going to see on a balance sheet, but believe me, your organization is paying it every single day. You pay it in wasted time, you pay it in missed opportunities, and you pay it in bad decisions. It's literally the price of inefficiency. So before we can even get to the solution, we really need to wrap our heads around the scale of the problem. And this isn't just about a few messy spreadsheets. It's about these deep structural challenges that so many businesses are wrestling with. Does any of this look familiar? I bet it does. You've got all these old legacy systems, teams doing the same work over and over because they can't trust the original source, and then you get the politics, right? These turf wars over who owns what data. Without clear ownership, accountability just goes right out the window. And the end result? Well, your business potential gets stuck, totally capped by data chaos. Okay, so we've kind of diagnosed the illness. Now let's talk about the cure. The good news is there is a proven, industry-standard way to fix this, to build a data management function that actually lasts. And here it is. It's called the Data Management Capability Assessment Model, or just DCAM for short. Now, don't let the formal name fool you. This isn't some dense academic textbook. Think of it as a practical blueprint built from the real-world experiences and the hard-won lessons of some of the top companies in the world. This is what actually works in practice, not just in theory. So at a high level, the whole framework is broken down into 8 different components. It covers everything from the real basics all the way to advanced analytics. Now, I know, 8 components sounds like a lot to take in, but the structure is actually super logical. And for our purposes today, we can make it even simpler. And this is the most important part. You do not have to try and boil the ocean and tackle all 8 things at once. No way. Instead, we're going to focus on the 3 essential pillars that form the bedrock of any successful data initiative. We're talking strategy, architecture, and quality. If you can get these 3 right, trust me, you are 80% of the way there. Let's think about it with an analogy. Building a solid data program is a lot like building a house. You wouldn't just show up and start throwing up walls without a blueprint, would you? Of course not. Well, that first pillar, data strategy, that is your blueprint. And the difference is just, it's night and day. On the one side, with no strategy, you're getting little bits of funding here and there. You've got stakeholders all pulling in different directions. Progress just grinds to a halt. But on the other side, with a clear strategy, you get steady funding, you get aligned goals, and you have this powerful tool to get everybody on the same page. So our second pillar is data architecture. Okay, if strategy is the blueprint, then architecture is making sure you use quality materials and that, the plumbing actually connects to the electrical system correctly. It's the bridge that connects what the business needs from its data to how it's all built and stored in your tech systems. And pillar number 3 is data quality. Now, this is so important. This is not about chasing some mythical, perfect, 100% error-free data set. It's about a much more practical goal, making sure the data is reliable and good enough for the specific job it needs to do. Your building materials just have to be solid enough to hold up the structure. And when you nail these 3 pillars, the payoff is huge, and it comes in 2 flavors. You get the defensive benefits, you cut costs, you make risk and reporting way easier. But you also unlock the offensive benefits, and this is the exciting part. Powering advanced analytics, creating cool new products, and at the end of the day, driving more revenue. Okay, so our foundation is solid, the walls are up. Now let's see how this all builds. It's time to add the really crucial finishing touches. Think of them as the building codes, the safety inspections, and the smart home tech of the future. This is exactly where data governance comes into play. You can think of it as the building code for your data house. It's the set of rules, the roles, and the processes that coordinate everybody involved to make sure the whole structure runs safely, smoothly, and exactly as it was designed to. But And this is a big but. Even with perfect data and strong governance, there's one last critical layer. This quote right here, it really makes you stop and think. Technical accuracy is not enough. I mean, what good is perfectly correct data if you end up using it to cause harm? And that's exactly why having a code of ethics is so vital. It's the moral compass for your data. It comes down to simple principles, like the ones you see here. Remembering there's a real person behind the numbers, only collecting what you absolutely need, and just being transparent about where data comes from. That's what prevents harm. And this brings us right to the cutting edge, AI and machine learning. You hear about it everywhere, right? But here's the thing. You can't build reliable, responsible AI on a shaky foundation of poor quality or unethically sourced data. It just doesn't work. The fairness and reliability of any algorithm is completely dependent on the data you train it on. So this slide really shows the ultimate payoff. It's a clear, logical path forward. First, you establish the rules of the road and your moral compass. And only then, once that's in place, can you truly unlock the power of AI and analytics, because you're building all that innovation on a foundation of trust. So, as we wrap up, I'm just going to leave you with this question. Think about your own organization's data practices. Are you building a structure that's designed to last with a clear blueprint, solid materials, and strong ethical codes? Or are you building on sand, just kind of hoping it doesn't all wash away? The choice you make, well, it makes all the difference.